Hello again, my name's Douglas Bostock. I'd like to tell you something about the program that I'll be conducting with the Orchestra Fiati di Valle Camonica at the end of October. It's a program which will show off the prowess and virtuosity of the orchestra with a great spectrum of orchestral colours and emotions. There are two compositions by one of my favourite composers, the Australian Percy Grainger. On the one hand, his famous colonial song, surely one of the most beautiful slow movements ever written for wind orchestra, and on the other side, his rarely played, rarely heard, The Lads of Wanfrey. The score describes it as a march, but in actual fact it's more of a tone poem with a little jaunty tune, march tune, which keeps on being repeated in the piece, always appearing in different orchestral colours. At the end of the first half of the concert, you'll hear Les Trois Notes du Japon by the Japanese composer Toshio Mashima. Tokyo Kosei Wind Orchestra and I commissioned the piece, and I asked Toshio to write a piece which would be about Japan, but in impressionistic colour, which is why the piece sometimes reminds us of Debussy or Ravel. The content, however, is a description of scenes of Japanese life, Japanese tradition, and the Japanese countryside. One of the great pieces written in the last 20 years. Another such piece is Music of the Spheres by my good friend Philip Spark, written in 2005. It's music from outer space, from another world. And it's one of those pieces which nowadays all good wind orchestras like to play and indeed show off with. The other two compositions are Alfred Reed's Fourth Suite, called Music for a City, and that city in actual fact is Takasaki in Japan, with which we will open the concert. And opening the second half, a piece by the Czech composer Václav Nelhybel called Trittico. Trittico, of course, meaning or suggesting the three movements of the piece. This is one of the great classics of the wind orchestra repertoire, written in 1965. The first movement is incredibly dramatic, including double timpani, positioned right and left at the back of the stage. The second movement is deeply heartfelt and includes, alongside recitatives for the saxophones, also many bell sounds reminiscent of Prague. And the last movement is wonderfully virtuosic and indeed breathtaking. So all in all, I think this is a very special and wonderful program, and I'm really looking forward to working with the Orchestra Fiati di Valle Camonica, and I do hope that you'll be able to come, support the orchestra and enjoy this music.